dress, please give a round of applause for Natalie Horne.
Hello, family. Now, I would also like to honor my father real quick because he's not here either, but he is missing the opportunity to see now his third daughter walk across the stage and get their college degree, and I'm very thankful for that. Shout out to the big sisters who set the bar high. We appreciate you, and big brothers. I thank God for this moment because on Friday, my family and I were at the beach, and my son was overtaken by a wave. Instinctively, I ran into the water to save him. However, my inexperience nearly proved to be fatal for the both of us. Thankfully, a lifeguard was sitting right on the beach and responded almost as immediately as I did. He noticed the currents were coming in stronger than usual and was able to pull us both to safety. Later, my son asked me why that happened to him. Now, as a mother of any boy will tell you, raising a boy is a life laden with ER visits, cases of Band-Aids, casts, and calls from the school. So I tried to keep my response simple, and I just let him know that he just needs to be careful next time. But for me, the lesson was clear. All of us here have introduced the ocean of education here at UCR as inexperienced college students. All of us have been subject to waves of lectures, labs, and discussions, waves of papers, quizzes, final exams, waves of arduous syllabi, crazy professors, waves of work, home life, and other adversities. Some of us were able to get through our time here before the big one came along and swept us off our feet. Others of us were overtaken by challenges that beset us and nearly drowned in this place. But the best part of the story is the end. No matter what type of waves tried to overtake you, just when you thought it was all over, help arrived and you made it through, stronger and more resilient than you ever thought possible. Slap your neighbor high five and say, "You did that." Yes. We should all be proud of the fact that our children and future children will not have the opportunity to apply for scholarships designated for first-generation college students. Because today, we have etched our names in the history books of the University of California, Riverside in a way that can never be erased. The legacy that each and every one of us has established here has not only left a trail for posterity to emulate and exceed, but one of a dream fulfilled. As the saying goes, those who can do, those who can't teach. For many years, I understood that phrase to be a negative commentary of teachers. However, I understand that saying now as a tip of the hat to those who have encouraged, supported, and loved us through our journey, even though they personally may not have experienced it. Many of us come from households with parents and guardians and other family members whose dreams of higher education were deferred for myriad reasons. On campus, many of us have created lasting associations with professors and staff who have written countless letters and of recommendation for students to engage in internships, programs, scholarships, and the like, of which they were never given an opportunity. The can't in that phrase is not indicative of their inability to do. The can't in that phrase connotes timing. See, some opportunities were held for such a time as this, for us to complete, for us to introduce, for us to create, for us to repeal, for us to validate, and for us to live out the legacy. I'm sure I speak for all of the graduates before me saying thank you to everyone here celebrating with us today. Thank you for all of the time, love, and money you sacrificed for us, the hugs, patience, and encouragement, all of the times you fed us when we ran out of bear bucks, let us vent our tears, and especially the times when you told us to suck it up and hung up the phone. Thank you for coming out to witness the culmination of what you have helped us achieve. Now quickly, will the single parents in the house please stand up really quickly and face your children? 2013, excuse me. Forward is the direction and overdrive is the speed by which we ought to proceed to that very place we were born to go to from the shoulders of our teachers who could not. One day, it will be your turn to mentor, nurture, and guide someone to a place you will never go. When that moment arrives for you to impart the wisdom you have received and built upon, seize it, that you may delight in seeing the next generation living the legacy and fulfilling the dream. My final thoughts, inspired by the words of the poet Audre Lorde and the street poet Sugar Free, are this. When I dare to be powerful to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. And as you go on to graduate school, become entrepreneurs, chemists, social workers, politicians, or whatever else you plan to do beyond today, always remember this. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.